Hey guys, Danny Costanzo here, aka the Plant Father from Plant-Based Mafia, and I want to talk to you about a simple health hack for those people that are looking to improve their health, but they're not quite ready to be incredibly disciplined, to change their eating habits, and to start working out every single day. There's actually some really simple things that you can do that can significantly change your health, and it starts with your oral bacterial health. Let me show you a few things you can do. First thing you're gonna do is you're gonna change your toothpaste. Right here. This is a great brand. There's other brands that you can find. One of the brands here, this is Tom's. You do not want to use fluoride at all in any of your toothpaste. This is really, really important because the fluoride destroys the bacteria in your mouth that's so important to do what? That bacteria helps create a molecule called nitric oxide. And we're going to get to this in a second, these lozenges. Nitric oxide is a very, very important molecule in your body, and it does so many important things. I'm going to focus on heart health, and nitric oxide is really, really important for arterial health, heart health. It expands the artery walls. It helps make the artery walls more flexible. It loosens them up so they don't harden. It helps keep plaque out of the artery walls. So little simple things, even for those, fast food eaters, those McDonald's eaters, those, unhealthy standard American diet eaters, which we don't recommend at all, but so many people eat like that. This little simple health hack could really significantly change your health. So let's talk about the things that we're going to do. First, we're going to make sure that we wake up in the morning and we brush our teeth. Very, very important. And you make sure that you're going to be using a toothpaste like this. Second thing you're going to do is you're definitely going to want to rinse with some sort of oral wash, but it cannot have antiseptic in it. That's really important because that destroys your oral bacterial health as well. So you could either buy something that has no antiseptic, or you can do what me and my team does. We actually create our own oral mouthwash using tea tree oil and something like peppermint oil. It's really simple. Great filtered water, and you just put a few drops in there and swoosh it after you brush your teeth. Every night, you want to have a regimen as well, where of course you brush your teeth, but you must floss. Flossing is very important, and a water pick. It's such a inexpensive investment, but so incredibly important for your health. So think about this life hack. I prefer to see you switch over to a predominantly plant-based diet. That would be really, really important because leafy greens like arugula are just loaded with nitric oxide when you chew it, and it mixes with your salivary glands, and all of these wonderful miracles happen to create nitric oxide. But a lot of people just simply aren't going to do that. They're not ready for that. So here's this quick life hack. Brush in the morning, brush at night. Oral rinse, no antiseptic, no fluoride. Floss at night and use a water pick at night. Super, super important. And that is going to, one, preserve the natural oral bacteria in your mouth. Here's the other thing that I want you to do. You should start taking a nitric oxide supplement. Dr. Nathan Bryan, you could see him here. This is one of his books, Functional Nitric Oxide Nutrition. He's not 100% plant-based, but he's the leading scientist in the world on nitric oxide. Here's another one of his books, The Nitric Oxide Solution. A lot of people are walking around with high blood pressure, and they don't even realize it's because they're deficient in nitric oxide and magnesium, but that's a whole other video. Now, one way for you to test your nitric oxide levels is with these really cool human end strips. You can get them right off of Amazon, super cheap. I'm going to test one right now for you. I'm going to show you what my nitric oxide levels are. I take 2 of these lozenges every morning, every day, one at 9 a.m. and one at 9 p.m., so 12 hours apart. So if you look here, you'll see what your optimum level should look like, and this is really low. So you just take this little strip, they're like $12 to $14, spit on your finger, it's a little gross, dip it. I'm going to show you right now what it looks like. So when comparing, you could see mine is right here, optimal, and that has, I used to be down here, but when I switched over to this regimen, you could see very clearly, when I switched over to this regimen of brushing twice a day, flossing at least once at night, using the water pick, and brushing with the oral rinse, and using the nitric oxide lozenges twice a day, once in the morning and once at night, my nitric oxide levels boosted significantly. Plus, I eat, plant-based, so I'm consuming tons of leafy greens. This is a fantastic company. I'm not sponsored or anything like that. I just love this company. And really cool thing is if you message Dr. Nathan Bryan on Instagram, he will contact you back. So he's very, very dedicated to this. I'm trying to find the website for you guys to check this out. It's just www.no2, the number 2, and the letter u.com, no2u.com. They have amazing products. You could research this guy. He was actually on Rip Esselstyn's podcast. You know who Rip Esselstyn is? That's the son of Dr. Esselstyn, who wrote the book How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. He is a huge advocate. Dr. Esselstyn's entire philosophy on reversing heart disease is based around nitric oxide. You could also get Dr. Greger's book, How Not to Die, and he talks extensively about nitric oxide and how important that is. I mean, that's just one, step, one small step to your health, just doing these little things. But this video is really for those people that are just not ready to fully commit. They love their burgers, they love their McDonald's, they love their chicken wings, they just are not ready to transform their diet. That's fine. It's a journey. I'm still on my own journey. I make mistakes every once in a while. It's never with, non-plant-based food, but there's a lot of vegan junk food out there that's not healthy for you. So you got to minimize that. But for all those people that are still eating like crap, this is a great, simple health hack that could significantly improve your health just by doing these little things. Again, no fluoride in your toothpaste. Get rid of it immediately. Brush twice a day, floss at night, water pick at night. You use an oral mouthwash twice a day that has no antiseptic, and you take a lozenge like this twice a day. Very, very important. If you do this, you will significantly improve your health and put you on a fantastic journey. There's a ton of other things you could continue to do and add on to that. Of course, nutrition is really, really important. So hopefully one day you will switch over to a plant-based diet or a predominantly plant-based diet. I don't preach and tell people to go 100% vegan, but man, if you can even just get 50% there, and where 50% of your meals are clean, healthy, whole food, plant-based meals, you are really ahead of the game. And hopefully one day you can get to like at least 90%. I'm not going to tell you to not go and enjoy X, Y, and Z. I don't want to preach like that, but if we can get to a place in this world where we're predominantly eating 90% of our diet of whole food, plant-based things, not only does it help the environment, not only is it more compassionate for these animals, which is a great thing, but it's so healthy for you. So healthy. And it's important because you want to be here for your family. You want to be here for your friends. Think about that there is a certain level of responsibility that we have towards our family and friends in being healthy. It's not just about you. Think about all the people you're going to impact if you're not here, right? How many lives are going to be affected? And all it takes is, taking some lozenges, changing your toothpaste and swapping up, a dirty, fast food meal with a super delicious whole food plant-based meal. And guess what? You're going to feel a million times better as well. You're going to perform better in all areas of your life. You're going to your mental clarity will be better. You'll have so much more energy, and all those things you've wanted to do in your life, you'll start to do them again. You know, whatever it might be, hiking, surfing, snowboarding, things that you were like, I can't do that. Well, let me tell you, you absolutely can. I'm 50 years old, and I am doing things that, you know, I wasn't doing just 10 years ago. You know, I have more energy now than I did 10 years ago, and I'm still on my journey. When I get to where I want to be, I think I'm going to be able to do things I was doing when I was 15, and that's real. So I hope this information was useful. If you have any questions, reach out to me. Again, that's Dr. Nathan Bryan. Definitely check him out. NathanBryan. You could find him right on Instagram. Super easy. His company is Bryan Nutraceuticals. NO2U, nitric oxide. Again, I'm not a sponsor of them. I'm not getting paid for any of this. This is just the research that I've done. This guy is the guru when it comes to nitric oxide. Tom's toothpaste is fantastic again. There's other non-fluoride toothpaste. Just pick one and make sure it's as clean as heck. This, again, the Human N. This is fantastic. You can get it right off of Amazon, super cheap. I have these, everyone who comes into my house, I'm like, let me check your nitric oxide levels. They're like, I'm like, look how low you are. And they're shocked, some people, at how low they are. And I would recommend getting Dr. Esselstyn's book, you know, the How to Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease, and Dr. Greger's book, How Not to Die. It's a fantastic book. And any other questions you have, put them in the comments section below, and I will be more than happy to answer them. And if you're ever in the Palm Beach Gardens, South Florida area, come visit us at Plant-Based Mafia. Check out our website, plantbasedmafia.com. We just cook absolutely delicious plant-based Italian food, New York style, St. Gennaro's feast style. I'm from New York, grew up on Long Island, did not eat plant-based, grew up on a big Italian diet of pastas and all sorts of Italian pastries and cheeses, etc. So when I developed the Plant-Based Mafia menu, it had to really feel authentic, like the foods that I grew up on, and we definitely nailed it. We're doing fantastic. But we still promote the full 360 plant-based lifestyle. So even though I love my food, it's still comfort food. Predominantly, you know, if I eat 2 or 3 meals at my restaurant, you know, my other 20 meals per week, I cook at home. And I make sure that they're organic, they're delicious, they're healthy, and everything I put into my body 99% of the time is intentional. It's to, you know, create some sort of health, it's to create some sort of health situation in my body. It has to be a healthy reaction for my body to consume these foods. It has to be doing something healthy for me. It's not just empty calories. You know, that's really important. You get to this age at 50, everything has to be done with intention, especially with the food that you eat. So I hope this information was useful. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments section, or you can email me directly at danny@pbmafiapbg.com. I help a lot of people through a restaurant, point them in the right direction, give them as much information as I've consumed. I'm certainly not a health guru, for instance. I'm not a motivational speaker or anything like that. I just have done a ton of research, and I'm using myself as a guinea pig, applying it to myself. I'm seeing the results. I'm seeing the blood test results. I'm seeing how I feel personally, and I know that I have absolutely helped a lot of people on their own personal journey. So any information I could share with you that you then can take and double down on and do your information. Everyone at my restaurant is rooting for everyone to get healthy, to be healthy. They're all on their own health journey, and that's the culture of Plant-Based Mafia. It's not just about the food, it's about the entire plant-based situation, just everyone trying to be as healthy as possible, trying to encompass the entire whole food, plant-based lifestyle. And they're doing a pretty good job at it. For a bunch of guys from New York that knew nothing about this plant-based lifestyle, we've made a great transformation over the last few years. And to see the people that we're able to help, through the transformation we've made for ourselves is fantastic. But thank you for listening, and have a wonderful day.